The trick that fooled Harry Houdini, where the jack of clubs is placed into the middle of the pack. Cards are given a little shake, and immediately the jack of clubs comes right back to the top of the deck. Now, he does it one more time, but this time he places it back in the rear of the deck. Pushes it in slowly, fair enough for all to see. This time snaps his fingers. The jack of clubs once again rises to the top. Again, the trick that fooled Houdini. A fellow by the name of Dai Vernon, and he is known as the father of close-up magic. He's the one that I performed the trick. That was his trick that fooled Houdini. He performed his trick for Harry Houdini, and Houdini was baffled. He couldn't figure it out. You'll notice that in a game of poker, or in most card games, the highest card that you can draw is, of course, the ace of spades. So we would give the spectator that to hang on to. And then the mate to that card, or the second highest draw, would be the ace of clubs. We'll also give that to the spectator to hang on to. Now here's the trick. We'll ask the spectator if they can remember which card was on top and which card was on bottom. Of course, they know the ace of clubs is on top and the ace of spades is on the bottom. So what you'll do is cause them to switch places without ever touching them. Done. Now the hardest part is to make the cards change back, where the ace of spades is on the bottom and the ace of clubs is on the top. That's the hardest part. But it's done. They might get a little chuckle out of that. But the hardest part of all is to make the two black aces disappear from that pile and come over into my hand, and they're exchanged for the two red aces, which they would now be holding. Of course, that's a difficult trick to do. That picture there is for a talent show that I performed in 1983 at Kalamazoo Community College. And there were approximately 12 acts in the variety show. And they did, it was a judged competition. And I came in second place. I was beat out by a dummy. First place winner was a girl that did ventriloquism, and later she went on to become Miss Michigan. There's Blackstone on the very top in the middle, and to his left is a fellow by the name of Howard Thurston. He had a famous full stage show back in the teens and the 20s. In 1965 is when that sketch was done. It's the Chicago Round Table. There's a lot of famous magicians, both stage magicians and close-up magicians. I can't see because I'm not close enough, but there's a lot of famous magicians in that sketch. So we couldn't do a show of magic with cards without doing at least one trick where the spectator selects a card. So now we'll have the spectator freely choose any card. Free choice. They'll pick that card there, for example, let's say. Of course, the magician has no idea what it is because he doesn't use mark cards. But he now asks the spectator to return the card to the deck. First, we have to show the card so that everybody knows what it is. It goes back in the deck, and deck is shuffled. The deck is given a few cuts. Now the magician will definitely locate the card in a most unusual manner. Well, he narrows it down to 2 cards, noting that one of these 2 is surely the card selected by the spectator, not knowing exactly which one it is, but it was definitely one of the 2. At which time the spectator says, "No, not my card." And then you ask, "Well, what was your card?" And he says, "Well, you're the magician. You should know what my card is." And I say, "You're right." At which point, the magician gives the deck a little shake. And the selected card, the 5 of clubs, rises from the middle of the deck.